Welcome to a day in the life of a project site supervisor on an iPad, powered by Pool Pro Go and Pool Pro Office. Today we're going to review a typical day in the life of a project manager on an iPad. So I'll open up my iPad and log into my Pool Pro Office. From my landing page, I can view any active projects. So if I need to view a particular project, I can go directly to either of these project folders. I can find finished projects. They're in the database. I can view any existing documents I might want to view and print them out on the go, and I can view notifications. I notice there's a sales meeting Friday at 9 a.m. and I welcome you all to a day in the life of a project manager on an iPad. I'll go ahead and get started directly into the project folder. So I'll pull up all projects. From projects, I can view the project calendars, view projects, look at schedule management, view the permit status of building permits, and view receivables and change order reports. I'll go ahead and get started into the project calendar. As I get started in the day, that's the first place I go to see what has been scheduled, what I have to accomplish, and also what's been completed. In the schedule calendar, we can view the schedule calendar in 3 different ways. We can view schedule to begin, all completed ones, or begun through completed, which would have multiple day tasks. But the schedule to begin is my favorite calendar because it gives me a quick view of exactly what's happening on all projects in a monthly view, weekly, and daily view. And it's all color-coded. The blues are completed milestones, the green have begun but not completed, grays are NA, reds and oranges are issues are stalled, and waiting is yellow, and that's waiting to be accomplished. If I go to the week, it's going to pull up the week, and I can see for this week we have today we have the Peterson job site checklist. We have Roberts shotcrete shell that's being poured. We have a shell payment that's been invoiced for today for Funderburk. I have an Allison deck checklist I need to go do, and I have a walkthrough with the client, Mr. Bloodworth. I can see both Tuesday and Monday we have some projects still in the works. We have the deck pour for Allison and tile for Carrazzo still under construction. And we also have a need revised engineering issue on that permit. From the daily monthly calendar, I can also change the status of any of these milestones and complete them or make notes directly from the calendar view versus the project folder. I'll go ahead and take a snapshot by pushing my 2 buttons, and that took a picture of my screenshot of my schedule, so I can quickly refer to that anytime I want. I'll go ahead and go back. The first project we have to look at would be the Peterson residence. So I'll pull up my active jobs. I'll go to the P's. And we'll find the Peterson residence I need to visit to do a pre-site. Once I log into the project folder, it's going to give me all the information I need to know about that project. It's going to give me the schedule. It's going to show me any change orders, or I could write change orders. It's going to show me a communications tab for all internal or external communications, construction drawings, construction work orders, service orders, images, super checklists, project specs, and accounting. And I'll review that a lot of those features a little later. But in the meantime, I can view any of the design sketches, surveys, tile selections. These are digital file cabinets, so you can upload your documents that you create in this digital folder, so you no longer have to hunt down that physical folder in a file cabinet or on a super's desk or on somebody else's desk, just to answer a simple question the customer might have. But we'll go ahead and jump into the Schedule tab, because it'll have a list of all my milestones for this particular project, and where they are in the process of building. I can see today I have the pre-site checklist, and I can upload images by clicking on other milestone actions. It allows me to view images or to upload new images. If you've uploaded images, which I have in this particular case in this pre-site, it'll give me a yellow or a green dot which I can view those images. This also stores all these images in the image tab based upon milestone, where we also have miscellaneous images and we also have service images. The power on this job is being run underground. Everything looked fine on the my checklist. As I went through my checklist, I'll go to my pre-site inspection checklist, which is a customizable template I made, and I checked the accuracy of the plans, the map's correct, everything looked fine. FP&L is changing overhead to underground power, and there's a wood deck being removed. And it's a two-story house, and there are no downspouts, so at the equipment they probably ought to look at some downspouts. But I completed my checklist here, and from there I can move on to my next project. My next project was the Roberts residence. And there we are on South Tropical Trail. To get there, I'm going to check my maps. So I'll go to project location. It will send me to Google Maps app, and it will give me a direction on how to get from where I am today to my destination there on Riverside Drive on the river. So I'll take my short trip. I'll get out of my Google Maps and go back to log back into Pool Pro Office and go to my Schedule tab. From my Schedule tab, I see we are shooting the shell at the Roberts residence. I'll pull up their construction drawing and make sure we are shooting and review any notes I might need to make, and review the layout and the shell to make sure it is being shot as per specifications and to the client's desire. Now I'll go back out of my drawing, go back to the Schedule tab, and at that milestone I did this. The shoot was almost complete. Everything's looking great. The beach, I actually had to assist them on the slope of that beach, but while I was there, I uploaded some images of the progress. And there we are working on that beach area to get the slope correct. From here, if I wanted to, I could create a construction order for the next event, and I can complete this directly from here as completed, and it's going to put today's complete date and change the color code to completed. My next stop is going to be to the Allison residence. Another one on South Tropical Trail. And this one we have, if I go to the drawing, see what's going on here. I know today we are shooting or pouring the paver deck, which is a real nice shell paver deck. It has an illusion edge spa, illusion edge on the back, so everything's coming along nicely on this project. I'll go back to the schedule. There we are at pavers, and I upload some photos of the process of the pavers. They're probably about 80% complete, so it should be completed today so I can inform everyone of the status. And probably tomorrow that'll go to complete. Next step I have a project that's been under construction for some time, and it has faux rock being completed. So we'll go to the Martino residence in Rockledge, which there again I have the location of the maps to get from one job to the next, and that'll give me directions, but we'll go ahead and view what the status is. Currently right now we have some faux rock that has begun and not quite complete. This has been a major cave, waterfall, man bar project with dual flume slides. Looks like they've got most of the structure completed. Next would be the texture and the color. So progress is moving along very fine on this. It's going to be a beautiful project to enjoy when it's completed. And my last visit is going to be to the Bloodworth residence. And that one I have scheduled a punch list with John Bloodworth, and I can see on the calendar schedule there's my 4 p.m. walkthrough punch list scheduled. I can go directly to my punch list and check which list I'm working in, and from here I have a punch list item 1, 2, 3, hopefully not as many as you need. But I can see I've made notes that the tile needs cleaned and some grout areas missing around the skimmer. I can assign that to a subcontractor or vendor to complete, and I can track the completion date on that. I can also, there's finishes covering the corner step and needs to be trimmed on the third step of the shallow end. And we have a puddle in the deck and it needs final stain, which I've assigned that to Creative Stone Source. I also noticed the customer is very happy and made that note with their project, and when this punch list is completed, I have the option to have the customer sign that there with the iPad. I also uploaded those images. If I go back to that schedule on that walkthrough punch list, I uploaded the images and made notes around the skimmer and on that third step. So I can include those images into my punch list in punch list items. And I can go back to the project folder. In this one, we'll have the site survey. In documents, you can upload PDFs, JPEGs, Word documents. You can load almost any document in here. It just stores it. We can view design sketches. We can view contracts, and that could be PDFs, JPEGs again. But today I've pretty much gone through my schedule that I had in my monthly calendar. If I go back here to my project in my monthly calendar, I've completed what I need to do today. So I'd like to thank you for viewing a day in the life of a project manager on an iPad. If you have any questions on how we could assist you and your company, just email me or call me, and I will be glad to review with you the many features and benefits of Pool Pro Office and Pool Pro Go. Thank you very much, and have a great afternoon.